Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because we have another video today. Welcome to the 12 days of Planmas. In today's video, as you guys can see in the title, I'm gonna be showing you my health planner. And before we start, let's just turn on a candle. This is the candle for these holidays. And as you guys know, I bought this in Target. If you haven't watched any of my other videos for these 12 days of Planmas, please just go back, and I have a folder in here on YouTube where I'm grouping all these videos so you can go and watch it. But if you don't know me, my name is V, and I made so many videos about planning, a lot of stationery, a lot of unboxing, and anything related with paper. But anyways, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So today's video is going to be my health planner, and you guys know that I love my health planners to be in these tiny ones of the Travelers company. This one in here is one that I was trying to get my hands off for so long. I bought this one from my friend that lives in Japan, and this is the Travelers Records one, and it has this beautiful charm in here, and I just put this brown kind of like thing in there to tidy it up. And in here I have this is the clip that is a black brass clip, and this one in here is by the Starbucks Reserve Roastery. So let's open this up and I can explain to you a little bit more. So inside I have this, and as you guys saw in yesterday's video, what I did in here, this is the planner by Sterling Ink. This is the full year. This is the horizontal compact, and what I did is that I put this clear cover by Sterling Ink, and I make sure that the book and the cover, that this kind of line that the Travelers company has was in between the notebook and the cover, so it's really stuck in there and it's kind of nice. So, and I got this color. This is kind of like the mist color, I think. It's this beautiful blue by Sterling Ink. I really love it. I really love everything. The texture was really nice, but to put it into this, I really needed this cover. So when we open it up, I already set up this a lot more than the one that I showed you guys yesterday. This one in here is gonna be, as I mentioned, for my health. So I have some of the things that I don't want to forget, and I'm gonna show you later why I have these things. But this in here, I have it in the first page. So no matter in which page I am, if I go back to the first one, I'm gonna be able to see these keywords. So I have 10 different things. I have movement, house, creativity, family, social, work, learning, self-care, recovery, and fun. So I'm gonna explain to you a little bit later why I have these keywords in here. And then in here, I just did some beautiful decorations. I put 2 different stickers by La Dolce Vita Studio, and it looks so pretty. So I really like it. And it also goes kind of like nice with the color of the book. When you open it up in here, I don't really use this page because it doesn't open fully. So yeah, I don't use that. This one in here, I don't have any plan yet on how I'm gonna use it. So I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but it's okay, it doesn't look bad. It's just gonna be there. This one in here is the index page, or any page that I'm gonna write something real quick, like notes pages for me. But then in here is when we start like planning stuff. So I don't know if you guys have seen any of my planner videos for my Hobonichi weeks, but I take some medicine every day. I take like vitamins, and I also take magnesium, and I take some of those kind of medicines. So I just want to do some medicine chart in here so I know what kind of medicine I'm taking. So yeah, I'm just gonna ignore these things because I know this one is meant to be for goals, but I just want to really have the information about my medicine. So that's gonna be that. Then when you open it up in here, this is going to be the kind of like the quarterly, and this in here is to track your priorities every single month. So in here, I'm just gonna track any doctor appointments, any dentist appointments, or any new medicine that I have. That's my plan. That's the only information is gonna go in here. And then in here, I'm just gonna have any information about appointments, and then shot windows. So for example, in here, we already have a window. I have to get a shot in there. So I already set it up. So that's how I'm gonna be using that kind of setup in here. So this is gonna be the same in all the quarters, at least as of right now. Let's see after quarter 1 if something ends. But then we come into the monthly. And the monthly in here is gonna be mainly a tracker. Because every time I go to the doctor, I want to tell her about some of the things, mainly if I have any headaches, because I have a lot of like headaches. They become migraines and they are really bad. So I talk about her with that, and she always asks me, doctors, I don't know why they always ask how your bowel movement is, if you have diarrhea or not. So I decided to track it. So when the doctor asked me about that, I can open this and it's like, hey, in these days I had this. And then also some cramps that I have. So I want to take also if I took any painkillers for this. So these are the things that I always gonna talk to my doctor about, those health problems that she always asks me about. She always asks me if I have bowel movements, if I had any headaches, and if I had any cramps. So that's what is going to be going in here. So this is the monthly. So going on, all the monthlies are gonna be like that, and then we go into the weekly. So the weekly, I already kind of like set it up in here. So in the weekly in here, I have the mood and the energy, and I'm gonna be doing this every single week. I'm gonna like kind of fill up this battery level depending on how much energy I have when I wake up. And then the mood, I'm gonna see if I'm happy, I'm sad, or I'm mad, or however I feel during the morning. So that's the plan for this little section. For this big section is where I needed these little keywords, because I'm gonna be doing some daily efforts, and this is mainly for health, that is the body health, but also my mental health. So for example, those efforts can be like anything creative, talking to my family, any social gathering, any learning that I did, something good that happened at work. These things are gonna help my mental health, and also it's gonna help my body health overall. So that's the plan for this, the daily efforts in here. Then in here, this planner specifically has some extra space. So what I did is that I'm gonna have some tracker to just track my sleep, because I really feel that my sleep, my energy levels, and my mood are really related to each other. I don't know if it's happened with you guys, but if I don't sleep good, I get kind of sick and I don't have energy and I'm in a bad mood. But also I was thinking it's something really interesting that I think it was Brooke and Bailey that they were talking about this. It was mainly Bailey that she mentioned when she travels, if she doesn't sleep really good, more than 4 hours, she feels sick. She feels like throwing up. And that's what happens to me as well. If I sleep only like 2 hours or something like that, I get really sick. So yeah, I want to track those. So that's all in the weeklies. Then moving on in here, after all the weeklies, this has some notes pages in here. So I just left this one blank because I want to decorate it with some mood board kind of thing for 2024. But then in here, we start with the weeklies. So as you can see in here, in this tiny little thingy, I just put the name of the week. So I did the same in every single week. And this actually holds all the weeks of the year for me, and it's really nice. And this is the design that I'm gonna be using for my weeklies. So my weeklies are gonna have in here movement. So I'm gonna put in here if I walk, or if I don't know, run, or if I did some treadmill, or if I went to the gym. I'm just gonna put in here what I did. And then in here, I'm gonna track the steps. Then in here, I'm gonna track the liquids. Like for example, if I drink coffee, how many coffees, coconut water, how many coconut water, or water, and so on. So I'm just gonna put it in here. Then poop in here, because it's kind of important. I know like it's kind of weird to hear someone talking in the internet about poop, but it's important to track your bowel movement. And I didn't know until my doctor told me about it. In here, I'm gonna track the energy as well of that week. And this one is gonna be the energy not when I wake up, like the ones that we have in the weekly in here, but it's mostly before I go to bed. Like during the day mainly, like during the day, how was my energy? Because sometimes I can wake up really bad in energy, and then I know by the middle of the day that I have like really a lot of energy. So I want to track that. And then the pain, if I have any pain with any headaches or stomach ache or cramps or anything, I'm just going to put the level of the pains that I have. Then in this side, as you can see, the weekly is going to be into 2 pages. So in this side, I just put Monday, Tuesday, and so on. I just put the numbers or the names of the week days, and I'm going to do mind versus body. So really, really quick, I'm just going to write how my body is feeling and how my mind is feeling during that day. So in that way, I can see if something is changing with my mind or my body and so on. So this one is going to be just in there all day, kind of like weekly setup that I have. So it's kind of like 2 different weeklies. We have this weekly in here that, as I mentioned before, is kind of like the daily efforts and the sleep. And then this weekly in here that is mostly like trackers. Then moving on in here, we just have these extra pages that are not so many. We have like, what, 10 pages, 17, 19, 21 pages in there. So there are not so many pages left. So I just put this in here to take any notes for any doctor or any dentist appointments that I have. So this is basically all the setup that I have so far about this one. Again, this one doesn't have to be every single day that I do it. If I miss one day, it's still okay, but it's really important for me to keep track of my body and my mind, mainly because this year in 2023, my mind was not in the right place in so many months of this year. So yeah, I just want to keep track of my body and my mind and be able to talk with the doctor whenever I visit her and whenever she tells me about that. But yeah, so this is my setup. Let me know if you have any little things like this. I just feel weird for me to not have a journal different from the doctor health, really personal information, with a planner that is talking about cleaning the house or a planner is talking about traveling. I feel like they have to have their own house, and this is the house for my health. So anyways, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited about these 12 days of Christmas. We have only 2 days left into this whole journey of the 12 days of Planmas, but I'm so excited. If you have been watching all of them, please comment down below which one is your favorite, and just let me know how you feel, so maybe I can do this same theme next year. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye, happy holidays.